Welcome back. Like many in Milwaukee, Bianca Williams grew tired of seeing sidewalks littered with the remains of crashed, stolen cars. Also, young people losing their lives.
That's why, with the help of the Milwaukee Police Department, she decided to launch her Stop the Stollies campaign. Bianca's joining us today on 4-1 Forward. And Bianca, first of all, tell us, was there something personal that kind of propelled you into this campaign beyond just seeing the litter on the streets?
Yes, what sparked this whole conversation was I had family members and friends that's also been a part of the Stollies and also involved in it as far as losing their lives.
So going into the schools, you actually go into the schools and you talk to the kids. How do you relate to them on their level so that they hear what you're saying?
So one of the things is I was started with a song that they all like, which is a Stop the Stollies song and dance, just to get them amped up and rowdy up and get them started. And once they started doing a little dance, and I just say, well, we need to stop this, and I have a serious conversation with them.
Okay, you're talking about a Stop the Stollies song and dance. How young are you trying to reach these kids? When does it start?
As early as the 5th and 6th grade. So about 11, 12 years old, I'm trying to reach them.
They're stealing cars at 11 and 12?
Yes, and know how to actually try to drive or attempt to drive.
What's the most difficult thing about getting this message through to kids, especially when you've got to get them this young?
So the difficulty that I'm having is trying to persuade them that, hey, you cannot do this. You can get serious jail time for this or get hurt or hurt someone else.
Do you also have that conversation with adults, the parents? What responsibility do you believe they hold in all this?
They are very responsible for what's going on because a lot of them 9 times out of 10 don't know where their kids at or don't watch their kids. So when I talk to them, I say, do you know that this is a crime that they are committed? Well, that's them. Let them commit their crime. If they get caught, that's on them. That's a lot of times. That's what I get from the parents.
Almost they just given up.
They giving up. They tired. And even one mother told me, Miss Sherilyn Burrows told me, why would I go chase my son, who's 14, stealing cars when I got 6 other kids at home, younger than him? So she's saying he's the bad apple. Let me get rid of him to go take care of my other kids.
How does that impact you as you are, again, trying to help these kids see a different, better way?
So it impacted me because just showing them and letting them know people are really losing their lives, but they don't see that, they don't hear that. So what it is, it makes it harder for me by saying, hey, if you don't stop now, that can be you behind bars or in a grave.
How do you convince a young person these days to respect authority and the law? Those are 2 things we seem to be lacking a lot of on the streets these days. For
one, we got to bring awareness to it. If they're not aware of the rules and regulations and the law to begin with, they will not understand it. Okay. So we can't always assume that they know what's the law and the proper protocol when no one ever told them.
Word gets out, though, that police aren't chasing. You know, that's the funny thing. They may not know what the rules and the law is, but they know what the police won't do. That word does get out.
But they still do it, right? On the way here, I was on 27th and Capitol, and there was a high-speed chase coming here with a car and 3 police. Well, it was a car and 3 police behind them.
When you have that conversation with them, when you finally get their attention, why do they say they do what they do?
They bored, no money. They just trying to get out, trying to joyride, and they don't feel like they walking is what they want to do.
So how can we help that? Because you say you're bored, that then do we need to bring more programs that actually, you know, entertain these kids when they say that they don't have money? How do we guide these kids, us who we have money, we have influence, we care about these children, and we want to see them go a different way? How can we help you and other organizations that are trying to steer these kids in a positive direction? So
we need more youth programs. We need more family structured activities and things for people to do. So hey, you may have an out of control son, but if you bring that mother in and say, hey, how can we help you help your son? The mother may need food assistance, housing assistance, clothing assistance, hygiene items, and different things like that. Because that young boy can be out there stealing cars and make a way. We never know. But it may not be the right way, but that's in his mind. He want to protect and take care of his family.
How long have you been doing this?
Well, my organization been started 3.5 years, but I've been doing Stop the Stollies since January.
And since January, do you see results? Is it getting through?
I don't see too many results, good results. What I do see is the awareness is starting to pick up. But what I'm also seeing is girls are starting to get involved in this crime as well. So we structuring all our attention towards the boys, and now it's taking it towards the girls. Say, hey, well, you go in that car, you go steal that car, or you be driving it. So usually the boy will steal it and the girl will get caught driving it.
Wow.
How do you change the fact that there are a lot of guys out there that do this as a way to impress girls? I know from a friend who had his car stolen, the police told him, you know, it was a guy that he knew if he was driving around with a nice car, he'd be able to get all the girls he wanted that night.
We just have to warn the young girls and tell them, if you too get caught in a stolen car, you can and will be charged as well.
And I think the awareness is key, and we thank you for trying to get ahead of this issue and, you know, pounding the pavement to talk to these kids about the consequences they face if they steal a car. So good luck. Thank you, Bianca.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.